by the power of Grayskull.
Hello, this is just a quick review for Lego Horizons on the PS5. It was the free game to download this month if you're on PS Plus, the Essentials. Um, and I've played the other game, like the proper Horizons game, when it first came out, and I enjoyed that. But what I did enjoy about this Lego game is that it's different from any of the Lego game I've actually played, just because of the way they've set the game out. I mean, the last Lego game I played was the Skywalker Saga, and that's following the movies. So all the cutscenes and all the levels are like following the movie. Whereas with this being like another computer game adaptation, then that's what it is. It's like an adventure game, but with the narrator talking over the top as if it's like an adventure story. Um, so it's like a new take on the classic Lego formula, but I think it works really well. And hopefully, if they ever do any more like game adaptations and make them into Legos, um, they'll do the same thing. Like I know they're bringing out the new. I think there's a Batman Legacy. It's called, and it goes through all the eras of Batman and all the movies and stuff. So that'll be good. But my guess is it's probably going to be more like Skywalker Saga, the way that game's set out, because the movies have already got the plot points and everything's already there. They've just got to translate it into Lego. Whereas, like I said, this is an existing computer game, which then they've had to make into a new kind of computer game, but under the Lego banner kind of thing. So I just enjoyed the way they've actually done this and converted it into a Lego game. Um, I only played it for like an hour or something, so I didn't get to play it much. But every time you start, you end up in like Aloy's village. So then you've got like free roam of the village. You can go to the shop, you can change your outfits and stuff like that. Um, and it's cool because there's like loads of different costumes, we'll say, of the different Lego people. So you can be like the one that springs to mind is like the medieval stuff and the Robin Hood stuff. That was like the stuff I had as a kid when I was playing with Lego. So you can actually have those costumes, which is class, or skins, I should say. And because like even just the little pouch on Robin Hood's belt, or the medieval thing, like the arrow quiver on his back, I can just imagine popping the head on, and like fixing that around his neck and stuff like that. It just reminds us of being a kid when you look at the different skins, because everything, like I said, is in Lego form. So, but it's the same as all the Lego games. Everything's been translated into Lego. But like I was saying, most of the Lego games, it's just like a pure stud farming like mission. You just have to destroy everything on the screen, collect as many studs as you can. You need like 500,000 studs to fill up the yellow bar. Like if you've played any of the other Lego games, you'll know what I'm talking about. Whereas this is like a totally new spin on it, which is what I really enjoy. Like I was saying before, it's such a fresh like take on a Lego game. And I think that just because it's an existing computer game, like I was saying. But in terms of the game, it's basic. You've got a couple of buttons, jump and hit. Um, Little game mechanics like this, where if you shoot your arrow through a fire, you can use it to set things on fire, unlock different areas. Um, when you're fighting the animals, you've got to hold L1, and that shows you the weak spots on the animals, and then you destroy the canisters. It's just like the real like Horizons game. This is what I was talking about before, about the costumes. So you can change it up. Can you see at the top the red banner? It says Horizon. So these are all the skins from the Horizon game. so you can choose any skin once you've unlocked them to play through the game. And what's good is she wears, like, I chose that cult one, and she wears it even in the cutscenes, which is good. But as you can see, you can go right through. This is Ninjago. You've got Lego City. You've got the pirates and stuff like that. So there's every kind of costume that you can have. And like I said, the medieval one is my favorite, and the Robin Hood one, because that's the ones I had as a kid. I think I click onto them in a second. But I don't know if you can hear, but when you're moving, you can hear the plastic like squeaking on the floor. There, that's the medieval. Like I was saying, the arrow quiver. I can just imagine taking his head off and putting the arrow quiver on, and his little pouch of money on the belt. Like, all of that reminds me of when I used to play with him as a kid. But as normal, it's like there's loads of different variants, loads to play. So you can always choose which one you want to play with if you don't want to be the actual, like, Horizons skins. But I mean, look, it's a dilapidated city, just like the real game. It reminds us a bit of Last of Us. They could maybe do a Last of Us conversion, but I think with it being zombies and stuff, it's too graphic for the kids, because ultimately this is like a kids game. So you got to keep that in mind. But as far as Horizons goes, it's a good conversion, and I think they've done a good job of recreating the Horizon game. And because it's like a story-based narrative, it makes it more interesting to play rather than just entering the screen and destroying everything to get the studs. I mean, there is lots of playthrough there as well. Like on every Lego game, you've got to keep doing the same levels over and over again, but with different characters to access different areas and do the puzzles and shit like that. But this is more story based, which I enjoyed, because it was different from any other Lego game I've played. But as you can see, the levels aren't that big, and they're quite, what's the word? Like, it's on rails. Like, you can only go one way. There's lots of places to explore, but like, you can't jump off that cliff, for instance, and go and see what's down there, even though you can see there's a ledge and a waterfall. If you jump off there, you'll die. So you can only go one way, but it does give the illusion of like a big open area. And the levels aren't that big. I think I've done the first couple of levels quite quickly. And with it being like a kids game, you can just, you can kill the enemies quite quickly. So it's not really much of a challenge. Like, you don't have to play the game properly, if you know what I mean. Like, all that long grass is there to help give you cover. But you can just jump down and just open fire and just kill everybody, even if there's a couple of animals there, because then, you can shoot them and dodge out the way. Like, hey, you're supposed to use the grass and navigate the system, watch the routines of everybody. But if you just start shooting them and then everybody comes towards you, but if you're quick on the controls, then you can actually pick everybody off while avoiding the animals. Because it's a kids game, it's not that hard. They don't give much resistance, so you can just do what I'm doing here and just totally lib the AI and just storm in with all guns a-blazing type of thing. But that's it. If you like it, go and download it. It's free. You may as well. See you later.